Well, once again, the sun is shining here in Clontarf for match 2 of the Avara Women's International Tri-Series. Pakistan into the fray as they come for their first match, taking on West Indies, who won the first match. Here with me for the toss, the two captains from West Indies. It's Hayley Matthews, from Pakistan, Fatma Sana, and Graham McRae, our match referee, will make sure things go smoothly. Hayley, you've got the coin. Take it away.
Is.
Hayley, 2 tosses in a row. What are you going to do this time?
Yeah, we're going to have a bat first today.
Nice in swing, straight to the mid-wicket fielder. Down the pitch, clipped away, almost into the hands of that fielder in the deep. A little bit too much width and the power of Deandra Dotton. Down the pitch, lifted over the top. Not all of the bat on the ball, but enough to lift it over mid-off. And
it's a great option for Hayley Matthews, even if she doesn't get all of it, which she didn't in this case.
Oh, and an edge, a genuine edge. The slip not in for Baig. They had her in for Fatma Sana.
Great shot here from Deandra Dotton. It's just in her arc, isn't it? Just too full. And would he get under it? Bit of width as well. Tough ask for the fielder there.
And then she bowls the ball outside off. Now only 4 fielders on that side. Can't afford to give any width. Can Fatma Sana can.
And Fatma Sana here, just too wide with the field she's got set there. And Hayley Matthews is better in form at the moment. She's not missing out on that.
Little shuffle across and knows there's a gap in mid-wicket. They're taking the attack to the 2 seamers, our West Indies. It's yet another boundary. Yeah, slower ball, but thick edge, and I think that's going to be rinse and repeat. 4th boundary in the over.
And she'll be disappointed here. The intent was there, back of the hand, slower ball, which made sense as a decision, but just didn't execute it, too wide.
Gives herself room, and so good off the back foot. How she's threaded the needle there.
And this is a brilliant shot that almost only Hayley Matthews can exclusively play in the women's game. Backing away, back foot. Hit a really, really small gap there with so much power.
Another jump outside off, top edge, and that's going to sail away.
This is well bowled from Baig. Matthews has stepped across again to the offside, as we've seen her do to the spinners.
A bit of pace on the ball from Baig. That's what she meant to do, but there's a fielder in the deep. Comes underneath it, doesn't quite get there. Good effort. It has to be said, she was maybe just a foot away. Sarah Jabin. Dinah Baig gives the clap, says good effort, but it just, I wouldn't call that a chance, it just dropped short.
You'd be heartbroken as a bowler there, Dinah Baig. She's bowled well here to Matthews. It's a great effort in the deep.
There's that shuffle across, and here's a chance, and it's taken. She can't quite believe it. Hayley Matthews was flirting with danger, coming to the offside, picks out the fielder in the deep, and after one's dropped short, it's finally got into the hands of Sarah Jabin, who, thank goodness she got her hands up in time, because that was coming like a lightning bolt.
And this is a well-deserved wicket here from Dinah Baig, who went for 21 off her first over. It's been hit so hard. It's a great catch. They're getting their hands up, and after...
Goes right across the line, straight through her. Didn't bounce at all. And Deandra Dotton walks off despondent. Doesn't get the flight. She's a very short bowler, nice and flat. He launches herself. That's a very, very good catch. Once again, straight down the throat of Sarah Jabin. She took the first catch as well of Hayley Matthews, and she looks very, very confident. So just have another look at this dismissal. Sweep. Backs away, give herself some room. No one out on the boundary protecting on the offside.
It's a great shot here from Stefani Taylor. She's known for hitting so well through the offside when she's given width. No protection out there. A little too wide with the line there.
I mean, Shameen, that's a beautiful shot. Inside out, over the top of cover, field up as you'd expect on the offside, and very easy.
It is such a great shot there from Stefani Taylor. Once again, a bit too much width, and that's where she capitalises early.
Yeah, leans forward, times this beautifully, waits for it right under her eyes, just elegantly.
A great shot here from Jazara Claxton. She's sat back on that, played it straight through the gap, waited nicely on it.
Really nice shot, straight through the line. Goes all the way from Stephanie Taylor.
Diana Baig's pitched this up a little. It's a huge show of confidence playing that.
Yeah, nicely played in the gap. That's going to go through straight to the boundary, hit the gap perfectly. What is going on?
The DJ's really switched on here. It was a great shot from Claxton, and great for West Indies to, with the three most experienced players batting 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 4, you have to earn it.
Puts a short ball in. They've got a fielder down there, but this is going to go all the way.
You can see the intent here from Diana Baig. Short ball with the square leg fielder out. But how often do bowlers...
It's a little, quite a thick outside edge on this one. This one's going to race away, despite the efforts from Pakistan.
And you've still managed to concede a boundary. Just a little touch. She got it a bit finer than she intended, but it ended in a better result, really, for Taylor. First preference, you are unsettling her.
Well, looks for the reverse. Goes up and over, brings the field in. That's smart cricket there. And a little reminiscent of a Phoebe Litchfield style, I think, from Claxton there.
This is great from Claxton. Switch there. Left-handers can be so hard to bowl to. And she's shown that she can do something completely unexpected there. You really want to be stopping that.
Oh, that's gone onto the back foot. She's actually, looks like she's nearly walked on the LBW. Umpire doesn't have to make a decision.
Nashra Sandhu got Taylor on the back foot. And see how low it stays.
Chance taken. Just tries to get underneath it, but can't quite do it. Claxton. Ramin Shamim will be said. Pakistan felt like they were in the game. They could get on top, and they've taken a couple of wickets back to back.
So she's been outstanding so far today. Youngster, only in her 14th match. Read that perfectly off the bat as well.
Beautiful connection. Absolutely stunning. No fielder in the deep on the offside. As soon as that got through the infield, you knew it was for. Good shot from Janelia Glasgow.
They pushed nicely onto that back foot, waited for the ball well and just punched it through that offside.
Left arm spin. Loose delivery, and the power of Henry shows because she's absolutely smashed that in front of the cover.
Got to be careful giving any sort of width at all to Henry. Just give backs away a fraction just to free up the arms a little bit. And just the timing of it was immaculate.
Get a few late wickets. There's a slower one, and the space found again on the offside. Just getting the lines wrong in the last couple of deliveries, Pakistan. The chase is on, but the ball will win.
I think the left-right is messing with the head a little bit, particularly the left-hander. Ball would normally turn into the left-hander, but it's just not doing a...
Helped around the corner. Really quick feet. It's been a real feature from Glasgow. She gets into position so quickly.
Straighter, but she's put the fielder out on the offside for that wider delivery, which obviously meant there was a bit of space on that leg side. Good awareness there from Glasgow.
Definitely not one from the textbooks, is it, that shot? But flayed away. No fielder in the deep. It's a tough field to bowl to for a spinner, let alone a seamer.
No, particularly to someone like a Chanel Henry, knows she likes to hit forward of the wicket. You'd think you'd want some protection out there, and now they're dropping that cover. And
that smash through. The timing is just fantastic. Bit of fielding in the deep.
A little bit of fire and ice from him. It's just Glasgow. Look at that base. Didn't really get the foot.
Big full delivery under the eyes, and Chanel Henry, well, that's inviting to say the least.
A strong body that can do this. Good base. Holds it off that. Even if it's one-legged, she's still got a good base.
Well, that's a bit too full, and it's good power down the ground. Diana Baig, well, she's one of the best in the business.
This is sort of nearly why I'd like her to bowl a bit of length occasionally so that she can drag it across the line. She's not exactly technically proficient. Good base, good swing. You know that she's looking for the boundary at this point of the game.
Better execution. Baig will come around, and oh dear, a misfield. That's not what they need.
Do you know what? Glasgow pretty much got it all right. And Diana Baig pretty much got it all wrong.
Wide of the crease, and another full toss. Sends it aerial, 3 4s in a row, and goes the short delivery. Yeah, no point in trying to catch that if you don't need to. I think it's Fatima Sana out there. The second is run, and that's a terrible piece of cricket because, well, it's a no ball.
Good delivery though from Baig, digging in the short one. A little bit lazy potentially on that first run. Maybe could have got there if they had looked at it. No, she's actually run out by quite a way. I changed my mind.
Another slower delivery, but she was waiting for it on this occasion. Chanel Henry, a languid long swing, and uses all of the levers to send that for 6.
In the final overs, just hits it so cleanly. Pace on here from Baig. Just got that length that Henry likes. And
right up in the block hole dugout, and with that power it's going to the boundary once more off the bat of Henry, showing why she's the one who needs to be there at the end if at all possible for West Indies. What started out as such a good over finished as not quite so good as the final 3 deliveries, shipping 12 runs today in this game between West Indies and Pakistan.
yeah, there's a few starts today. I think Matthews and Stefani Taylor would have liked to have stayed out there a little bit longer. They looked like they were really trying to force the issue, maybe playing a few shots outside their comfort zone and across the line. But it was a good opportunity, though, for the West Indies to see what that middle order can do. They usually are a little bit more conservative in that middle order, and they've obviously been working on that power hitting.
Maniba Ali facing up. And a quick single. They are good between the wickets of the top order, Pakistan. They can run into trouble when they lose a few wickets, but full and punished. No mid-on, and she just has to stand and watch it as it sails away for the first boundary for Pakistan.
Great shot after 2 balls that had a little too much width. Hector's pitched this one straighter. And Feroza has gone down the ground. Despite the lift that she's seen, she's taken it on.
Up to her, let's hit it there. And slip comes out, mid-on is in. And there's that lift again. Has it taken the edge? Big shout. Yes, says George Brawley. Well, she waited to get the decision for a goal.
And here is the wickets. Hector, a little bit more lift. Not Feroza is used to. That's just got up on it more than what she was expecting. And a very easy catch in the end.
And through, that's the wicket they'll want. Maniba Ali trying to get things going, chasing 200. So
we look at the replay of that wicket there. Really well bowled from Henry, stump to stump.
Beautiful strike. Well, that's a shot of real class from Jabin.
Great shot here. Hector over pitches, comes off that hard length she's been bowling, and that is a confident shot over mid-on.
Short ball helped on its way, no fine leg, and that's easy money for Zafar.
Hard length has proven effective so far, but this was just too straight and a little too short. It was well played in the end, through for boundary.
Yeah, she stayed inside it, didn't she? Because there was no fine leg. That clipped away, fielder in the deep. Has it happened again? Yes, it has. Well, Ireland kept on picking those fielders yesterday, and once more, just seems to be the way for Hayley Matthews. She can tell the future as Zafar picks out the fielder. A lovely pick-up shot, but...
And it does feel like a repeat of yesterday. It's too straight there. And she could have hit that anywhere on the leg side, but managed to pick out the square leg fielder. It's a great catch in the end.
Well, that wasn't too impressive from Claxton, but it was very impressive from Jabin. A stand and hit.
And that was great from Jabin. Found the gap there. She's gone straight over the top.
little bit too fast, though, you would think, on this surface as an off spinner. And punished.
She's gone pace on here and fired the ball just outside off stump. And it'll be interesting to see what her comeback is. Will she be brave enough to take some pace off?
Very full there for that shot, but it's been effective. And it comes off the inside half of the bat, but the outfield is lightning. Back-to-back boundaries.
And Runasar's gone for pace on again. Very flat. And we've seen Pakistan, when they did bowl a little slower through the air.
Still quick. Has she picked out the fielder? No, just evades Kiana Joseph there in 45, and it's going to be 4-4-4 for
And once again, pace on, flat at the stumps. Jabin was ready for that.
No ball as well. The arm was raised by Gareth Morrison. Down the pitch and, well, through the hands. Stefanie Taylor made a valiant effort to stop that one, but it's yet another 4 in a row in the power play, proving to be a costly one.
She's played that well with this time. The field just isn't set for width, especially in the power play.
There we go. Top edge. Is this the wicket? Oh dear, it is. Well, she'd gone the distance earlier in the over, and now Jabin has thrown it away. Too full to sweep, truth be told. And certainly not the strong sweep. She could have maybe paddled it square, but yeah, good movement from Joseph. Mid-off in, and that is a stroke of a real class. Absolutely stunning.
And then realised that it hadn't gone all the way and might have had to just get a single at the end of it, but yeah, stayed leg side of the ball, hit it over the offside.
Another shorter delivery. Oh dear. Nearly managed to catch that one. Afi Fletcher made a valiant effort moving to her left, but it had
probably a similar opportunity going through that extra cover. I'm not sure Hayley, it was probably a little.
Well, she's gone long on, and there's a fielder there. Does it have the legs? Yes, it does. One of the tallest fielders on the pitch, Chanel Henry.
But it just dragged a little bit, maybe held up in this pitch a little bit, and she just ended up, a little bit of extra flight. Just sort of started floating towards Chanel Henry, but fortunately got a fair chunk of it.
Dismissed, and Jabin looking good.
Well, West Indies at the same point, we're 3 for 84, so it's very, very close.
Well, there you go. West Indies straight into it. A 2, not well judged and brilliantly taken. They lose another wicket.
That's Glasgow, super fielding from her. Right over the top, out by an absolute mile.
Did you need a glass? Nice sweep shot around the corner. Stefanie Taylor makes a meal of it in the deep. Such a quick outfield that you're always put under pressure when you have to move laterally on the boundary rope. A few youngsters coming up behind her, the same. Slower delivery, and there's that area that's open. They had pushed Stefanie Taylor out to extra cover on the boundary, but had the wherewithal, did Javed, to send it in front of her for a boundary.
Played very, very nicely, got around outside of the ball and stayed on the leg side and just pushed it straight over the top of extra cover. That's magnificent batting from Pakistan.
Much better. Riaz is so good through point. She's got 2 really strong areas straight down the ground and through point if you give her any width whatsoever.
We've seen how long it takes players to get in, so just a little bit wider. Just allowed her to...
You don't want to be too predictable, Pricey. Riaz down the pitch, and yeah, that mid-off inside the ring was inviting, and she gets the hands right through. One bounce over the rope. She would have liked the 6, but she'll take the 4.
Deep fine leg instead of potentially that long off. I just don't think she's quite got the field right at the moment. Really good shot, though. That's a wonderful strike.
Another short ball, and there's that gap between square leg and mid-wicket, but just not the connection required. Good running, is it? Just about. No, didn't need it to put the dive in. Javed throws her head up. She can't believe it. She thinks she was home, but it was a little too casual for me. A run out is exactly what they didn't need. And it just feels like every time.
Running a long way to her left there. There's an easy 2 there. Excellent fielding, though. And that's an outstanding decision from the umpire. Well out. for 8. Gets this on just over the top of the infield and races away for 4.
Too much energy into it, and that's a great shot there from Riaz. Just releases a little bit of pressure.
Once again, same shot, this time off the ball that's bounced, but manages to hit that over the top, and it's very difficult. Being reversed on them right now in this over, and it could be a turning point.
Once again, we're seeing pace on being expensive in situations where it's really important to try and tie the opposition down.
This time goes a little square, skews it off the bat, but it's still going to race away, and this is the over that Pakistan needed. Gets a good connection on this one, just over where mid-wicket in the circle would have been, and it split the two fielders long on. You'd nearly think to look for a shorter ball for someone like a Riaz here, who's so strong down the ground. Yeah, find some space here off the hip. Another boundary, that's a big over from... Digs this one in short, straight away. Magru, great catch, she's read that beautifully off the bat. Digging it in short. And Claxton tells everyone to...
Short ball here from Claxton, well directed, and what a great catch there from Magru.
And this one is going to go all the way. Had the fielder set back there at long on, and it's just managed to go over her head, so brave stuff. She's got a nice change of pace, and this one's going to go all the way, and I think she might have picked that one as Fatma Sana. Sort of want to have a bit of a chat to the coaching staff for Pakistan and just say, let's just pop her up the order of fraction. I mean, she got a 90 against South Africa in the number 8 position as well. Yeah, an absolute loosener there from Claxton. Fatma Sana makes no mistake there.
Previous over, she was bowling into the pitch, slower balls, really effective. Fatma Sana's hit her off a line here.
Digs this one short. Beautiful shot there. Held the base, went up with the delivery. Just looks like a top order batter coming in at number 8, and it's just so low.
It's a great shot here from the world's best number 8. She has.
Looks like Fatma Sana was quite aware of that. They've taken the catch down. That long off though, sliced off the bat. Couldn't get the full contact. Just a little.
It was the intent that was needed, and Hector has chosen to go pace off. Didn't get all of it, but that said, it was a valiant effort.
Good connection again, well read out on that far boundary. Going for that second run. And Hector manages to throw the ball at the stumps from while she's standing there. She could have just reached out and probably taken the...
If they get Hayley Matthews early, they're in with a good chance, but what we've seen today...
And the bowlers.
Yeah, for sure. Taylor and Claxton together.
Might be a little concerning. The pace bowlers did get...
30 or above. And what we've seen with Pakistan is...
From today as well, you can see that there's not one that's over 50. They sort of threw them away, had plenty of 20s and maybe a 30 or 2 in there. And generally that's good that they're middle...